right, hello DreamHack Atlanta. We are here with Zane from the International Gamers Developers Association. Did I say that right?
International Game Developers Association, IGDA for short.
Okay, yeah, and we're going to be talking a little bit about Zane and his experience with gaming, and so, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm a programmer. I've been developing educational games for about 7 years. These have been educational as far as like actually in schools. They're being used in select school systems in the US, Canada, and the UK. Since moving on from there, I've created training simulations that's still somewhat educational, but more so for business. I've been vice chair for the IGDA for like a year. I was on the board of the IGDA Atlanta for a year prior to that. In that role, the IGDA is the largest nonprofit organization dedicated to helping game makers make games. There's over 120 chapters around the world. I help run the local chapter. Things that we do to help support our local community, we hold learning events, we help with marketing. We tend to host dinners after conventions just like DreamHack for people that do development and have been on the expo hall floor. Gives them a chance to meet other people if they're from out of town and they haven't had the opportunity.
Y'all are the party people, yeah. You make everything happen.
We like to think we make everything happen. Really, I think we are the connection people.
Okay.
We have a unique ability to find out what people need and connect them to other people that can fulfill that need.
Yeah.
We help other people do things together.
And at the same time, you help educate our youth through these games.
That has been my personal passion, absolutely, yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about that passion, some of the projects that either you've worked on and can talk about,
absolutely,
or just what about educating the community means to you?
So, I knew I wanted to make games with Sonic 2, like long ago. That was what I wanted to do. But it was Age of Empires 2 that got me to want to make educational games. I like the fact that it did teach you a little something about history with it. So I went on my first job to make a suite of 16 games based on high school biology. Basically what we did was put the player, internally we called students players, even though when we talk to teachers, it was students. We put the players in the role of some kind of scientist, whether it be a vet or a doctor or an ecologist, and gave them a real-world problem to solve. We role-played them through the scientific method as one of these individuals. We gave them the tools with high-fidelity graphics to be able to solve the problem within the space. What we found was that kids that used our software over a period of time did better at retaining the information both immediately and in the long term than people that used book and paper. It was one of my favorite projects, and the best quote that I ever had from a student was, "It's not Skyrim, but it sure beats anything I've ever done in class."
That's awesome. I would say that I'm personally a consumer of what you've done as well, because through things like Age of Empires and other games, the majority of what I've learned about history, about mythology, and all of these other subjects has been through games. So I apologize to my history teachers for that, but yeah, gaming has been really an influential part in my life as well, similar to what you're talking about.
It's a useful tool. It's a deal. We use our minds to memorize a whole lot of different facts. I'm going to date myself with this statement, but if we can learn 151 Pokemon and all of their movesets and how they interact with each other and their types, why can't we learn 118 elements?
Yeah. Are you going to be playing Sword and Shield?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably not getting it on release, but really close. Maybe like a week or two out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a diehard classic. I stick with red, and that's what I go through.
And see, I have an internal conflict. As Charizard was my thing.
Yeah.
This is the Charizard. I am happy that it's in Sword and Shield. A little disappointed that the others are not there, but that's okay. So I'm a fire type. Always went with fire types as my starter, and I'm really kind of thinking I'm about to do a grass monkey.
Yeah, but you're also a big Nintendo guy too. So tell us a little bit about that love and that passion.
So, I mean, that's just that's personal. I like playing Nintendo games. Zelda's kind of my jam. Pokemon and Zelda is really where it's at.
What was your favorite game growing up specifically?
There's lots of qualifiers for that. Like Sonic 2, I mentioned before, is where I wanted to do games. I knew then. I started designing levels at that point at like 9 years old.
Yeah.
Age of Empires was a separate inspiration. But really my favorite games growing up were probably Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. Those are very staple games, good for the RPG and Johnson.
They are. used to enjoy fighting games a lot as a child too, in middle school. I played Mortal Kombat.
Here at DreamHack with the Fighting Game Championship, so
Oh, yeah.
this must be your jam a little bit.
I fell out of it as an adult, like I'm not really sure why. I think someone was taking the time to learn the movesets of each different iteration, but that's just me. I do enjoy watching people play, and that's kind of why we're here at DreamHack, right?
Yeah. So being at DreamHack, what is the thing that you're most looking forward to while you're here?
So there's two different sides. There's obviously a business level. For IGDA, I'm looking to get more word out about what we do and who we are and how we can help the community. As far on a personal level, kind of interested in Tekken tournament.
Okay.
So yeah.
That'll be a good time. Well, we appreciate you coming over and speaking to us today. It's been a pleasure. I'm James with Non-Toxic Gamers, and this is Zane with the
IGDA.
IGDA. All right, we're signing off. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.